Recording in progress.
Hi, everyone. This is Will, aka Dr. Financial Literacy. Hopefully, you're doing good today. Today, this is part two in my discussion of continually moving from a 30-year mortgage to a 30-year first lien HELOC. So today, this is just a general chart, generally showing just some of the items that I'll be looking at and comparing my previous 30-year mortgage to the first lien HELOC that I'm currently in, and we'll start making payments on June the 1st. Okay, so for the first item, for the mortgage, I picked up the mortgage 5/1/2008, and I picked the HELOC up on 4/9/2024, only recently. So I was coming up on my 16th year, I think, in terms of how long I had the mortgage in general. So the interest rate for the mortgage was 6.118%. The interest rate for the HELOC is going to be 10.25 variable. So that means it can go up and it can go down. The range for the HELOC is about 18%. I have budgeted and will remain at 18%, not at the 10.25, although that is what contractually they are starting me off at. I have budgeted myself at 18%, and that's what I'll be making my payments at, 18% or higher. The monthly payments currently that was on the mortgage was $347.44. On the HELOC, the first payment should be around $431.35. And I get that amount by multiplying the interest rate of 18% at $50,000 and then dividing by 12. The number of monthly payments remaining on that mortgage was 202 of 360. So I started to actually make headway in terms of how much was going toward the principal and how much is going toward the interest. So why would I shift? Well, I'm shifting because I'm running an experiment to see how velocity accelerated banking could work, and could it do better than the way that I was doing it with a 30-year mortgage, seeing in general. So with the HELOC, I'm just starting off 360 payments. I need to make my payments. So that should be one of 360. Just starting off in June. Location of the property is in Georgia in the south. The balance, when I stopped the mortgage last month and paid it off with the first lien HELOC, it was at $35,701. If I would have gone the full 30 years, I think the payment would have been, I think I calculated at $125,000. That included what I paid for it and interest. Okay. Now, to just get a further breakdown of the mortgage itself that I replaced with the HELOC, the last payment that was done in April was $198.59 was going toward the principal of the payment. Interest, $148.85 was going toward interest. So I started having more going toward the principal than the interest. Taxes was at $101.62. In the South, my taxes have increased about 325% since I purchased the property in 2008. So some people, I think they may think that they live in a high tax state. Definitely look at the South, look at some of the taxes on properties, and I think you have a different perspective. The insurance that I was paying is up approximately, I think, $225 to maybe $250. So again, also they said insurance rates in the South are some of the highest in the nation, according to the company that I was with for more than a decade plus. So total that I was paying 685.33 per month. It just went up because of taxes in general. So I'm replacing a $757 payment with a 683. I'm replacing a 6% interest rate nearly with a 18% interest rate. So I'm almost doubling, well, I am doubling what I'm paying in terms of interest under the HELOC just because I've decided to do it at the 18%. But if you or anyone else get a HELOC at the rate that they give you, that can be the rate that they give you. I am experimenting with the range itself and to see, even if I carry a HELOC at the highest rate of 18%, could I possibly still do better than the 15%, the 6% mortgage, even in a situation where I started to really make some headway with the principal. So yeah, I just wanted to again just to come on and do a recap. I am definitely close to I was close to again making I think my 16th year paying my mortgage. So this again is part two just to look at and do a one-on-one comparison to what I'm doing, where I'm going from a higher interest rate, I'm going from a higher payment, I'm starting back over with one payment of 360. I have a higher principal balance. Why would I do that? Well, I'll do it to run the experiment so that I can better inform the clients that I work with and the community in general to see, okay, does a HELOC do better than a 30-year fixed mortgage under different scenarios, different characteristics, different location to add to the foundation of how velocity banking or accelerated banking could work in comparison to a 30-year fixed mortgage. I just wanted to continue this because I think I did well using accelerated banking, velocity banking in general. Wanted to combine the two, so I came up with my own term of VAB of how I can use it. So again, thank you very much for sticking around, and hope you continue to watch to see how I progress with a higher payment, higher mortgage, higher principal balance in general. All right. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great day.